bluntly.
Down on the ground.
One is you need to do everything local, even if you think globally. It means that you don't have to have a networked strategy.
Hello everybody, welcome to the program. Bluntly and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control in this program. As you can see, today's Bluntly is going to be mesmerizing with a particular emphasis on something absolutely vital. We're talking about the geopolitical implications of the war in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. That's why, without further delay, right here and right now, I'm going to introduce my guest to you. Hello.
Hello.
Professor 𝗵𝑎𝑐𝑡.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
I am fine.
Yeah.
Good to see you,
Happy
my
to see
friend.
you again.
Thank
It has been a long while. Would you mind having the seat?
Yes, please.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Professor 𝐶𝐓𝑎𝑐𝑡, PhD.
Yes.
You know, you are a professor of political science
Exactly.
at the Department of Political Science, you know, at UPN.
Yes.
That's something wonderful.
Yes.
But I would like to remind you know, our viewers that you also used to teach at the United States of America.
That's exactly
That's something wonderful. Congolese teaching in the USA.
Yes.
Are you happy about it?
I am happy about it. I have taught at the University of Cincinnati
Yes.
in Ohio,
Yeah.
in the United States of America
Yeah.
for more than 15 years.
Yeah.
And I was happy to come back home.
Thank you so much, and welcome back home.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're talking about the geopolitical implications of the war
Yes.
in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo.
Correct.
That is something very important
Yes.
to move our country forward.
Yes.
Professor, are you willing to speak bluntly right here and right now?
Bluntly.
Thank you.
I'm happy to be here, and I'll be happy to speak about
I'm also delighted to receive you again
Yes.
to talk about our country
Yes.
and what should be done to move it forward
Exactly.
without further delay. My
Exactly.
first question is very simple. When we talk about the war in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo,
Yes.
what's your perspective about it, Professor?
Thank you for that important question, because the war in the Congo has been going on for so long, for more than 30 years, as you know. And this war has a lot of people wondering why it has been lasting for so long. But the reasons are simple. The reasons are simple.
Yeah,
We have a problem. This war is an economic war.
an economic war.
It's an economic war because, as you know, our country is rich in resources,
Yes.
especially strategic minerals
Yes.
in the Congo. Those
Cobalt,
cobalt,
diamond,
diamond,
you know,
and
so
we
we have too many of them.
coltan, we
Yes.
have lithium.
Yes.
All those minerals are very strategic for global technology and energy in the world. And we have all that. And because of that, it's fueling all the conflicts in Eastern Congo.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about it, but we know that some countries, especially our neighbors,
Yeah.
Rwanda, most importantly, has been critical, has been used as a proxy
Yeah.
to fight the war in the Congo for the superpowers.
When we talk about Rwanda, we can highlight, you know, the M23. M23, like the rebellion movement or an aggressive one. I don't know how you're going to describe it.
Yes.
But the M23 is backed by a neighbor country.
Yes.
We have talked about Rwanda.
Yes.
And what should the Democratic Republic of Congo do to get rid of this rebellion once and for all?
Of course, for us as a country to get rid of the rebellion like M23, the country has to be organized in terms of having a strong military.
Yeah.
But to have a strong military, you have to have people within the military who are really Congolese.
Yeah.
So for now, the country has been penetrated by folks who don't have allegiance to the country. And in that way, you cannot fight the war and win it.
Yeah.
So to get rid of M23, we have to organize our army. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And to organize our army, we have to recruit our own people. That's the second thing. And the third thing, we have to put money in it. It's not easy to create and develop and have a strong army.
Yeah.
You have to put some money in it. And to put money in it, you have to have a political will
Yes.
to do so. and to get rid of leadership that's corrupt.
Yeah.
Because some of the things that are impeding progress in creating a strong army is the corruption.
Yeah.
Once you have corrupted leadership, then you have a problem within your government to make sure that you have a strong army. If you want us to speak really bluntly,
Yeah.
we have to get rid of bad leadership.
Yeah.
And also we have to put the right man in the right place, or the right woman in the right place. People who can bring the strategy to bear,
Yeah.
so that the army becomes strong,
Yeah.
so that we can fight not only M23, because M23 is nothing. The people behind M23 is Rwanda.
Yeah,
The
Rwanda.
Rwandese army is being used to fight that. But for any country to protect its border, you have to have a strong army. And within, even if there is peace in your country, you have to prepare the war.
I see.
Because that's the only way you're going to protect your country.
Absolutely.
All the resources that you have to protect those resources. The way you protect it is to have a strong army,
Good.
is to have a strong intelligence institutions,
Yes.
is to have strong immigration policies. For now, we seem to be weak in those areas. Yes.
That is bluntly speaking.
That's bluntly speaking.
Yeah, I'm happy, but there is something very important we have highlighted, even if we're talking about the war in the eastern part of Congo, but the link between, the war and the economic situation, that's something very important.
Yes.
Our economic growth, we have to stabilize
Yes.
our economy
Yes.
in terms of, pushing Congolese to invest, in many things, in the economic growth.
Yes.
So that services and even, goods, we must do something in the agricultural sector and so on and so forth.
Yes.
But the specific questions, are Congolese ready to rebuild their economy? Even though we're talking about the war, but economy is like the key to move the country forward, because without money, we'll be unable, to find the means so that our soldiers, can be ready to fight.
Yes, that's a very important question, because the Congolese, some Congolese are ready
Yes.
to invest and build the economy
There is
of
too
this
much
country.
embezzlement on the ground.
There's too much embezzlement going on, but also the culture in our country, the thinking is that for you to become rich,
Yeah.
you have to go into politics.
Yes.
So you see medical doctors becoming parliamentary, and
Everybody would like to
you
become a
see,
politician.
the lawyers want to become a politician.
You as well.
The professors,
The professors.
want to become politicians.
Yes.
Everybody wants to become a politician. But to make money, to become rich and to create wealth,
Yes.
it's not in politics. The politics,
Business.
you have to be the private sector. You
Yes.
have to create businesses. But politics is important as well, to put the conditions that lead to creating wealth. But in Congo, we don't look at it that way.
Yes.
We want to be in politics to make money and to become rich. There's no way you can become rich in politics unless you are there to embezzle. So,
Yeah.
in order for us to be able to create wealth,
Yeah.
we have to have a strong private sector
Yeah.
and a weak
The private
public.
sector doesn't exist in the Democratic Republic of Congo. As you know, everybody would like to become politician or work at the public sector. I think that's a huge mistake. And
Yes.
the country want to move forward like that.
I
It's
agree.
like a swap.
I agree.
Yeah.
The public sector is very weak at this time,
Yeah.
but it has to be the mission
Yeah.
of those who come in power. We have a president right now who is looking at
Is
how
the government absent-minded?
they're not absent-minded.
Yeah.
It looks like the leadership is there, but the leadership of the president is not strongly supported.
The government doesn't, the leadership doesn't punish those who are, embezzling money, are misbehaving, who are working to destroy the country. And that's something very shameful.
Well, it's shameful, yes, but you have to trade.
Yeah.
You have to walk a fine line.
Yes.
You have so many wars going on. You have so many conflicts going on.
Yes.
So you have to make sure that what you do doesn't create another war, another path for
That's
towards
wisdom.
conflict.
That's wisdom.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. A small question, very interesting here.
Yes.
I think you must know the philosopher Niccolo Machiavelli.
Yes.
You know him.
Yes.
And that guy said, one must know how to acquire power, exercise it, and above all, keep it for as long as possible by using the stratagems of force and cunning. Do you agree with him? And are you sure that the Congolese government has been working like Nicolas Machiavelli said to be really strong, psychologically speaking, putting in place, good stratagems?
Yes, I think Machiavelli, during his time, he might have been okay with that.
Yes.
But today, when you talk about democracy, yes, you can acquire power. You acquire power for a certain time, for a duration of time.
Yeah, you exercise it.
You exercise it,
and you do your best.
And you do your best to keep it, but to keep it within the laws.
Yes.
Within the confines of laws.
Absolutely.
And those confines of law in democracy says, well, you have been put there to acquire power by the people that you are serving. And the people tell you, you're there for 5 years, or you're there for 10 years.
Yes.
So you keep it for 5 years, and if you did your job well, they're going to re-elect you, and you do it for 10 years. And if the people tell you 10 years is more than enough, then you decide to quit. But if you use the Machiavelli kind of philosophy, then you say, I'm in power, and I'm here to stay. And then you come with strategies on how to stay in power.
Yes.
So, but then you do that, you create conflicts. That's why you create wars.
Staying in power, but without strategies to resolve, the many problems, social issues.
Yeah.
That's something wrong.
That's something wrong. If you want to stay in power for power's sake, that's something wrong. You stay in power to solve the problems of the people.
Good.
Are the people well enough now that you're in power than before you came to power? If the answer is yes, then those people are going to love you.
Yeah, at the beginning, you underscored something absolutely vital, talking about economic issues. Something which is, at the center of the war in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo.
Yes.
That's true.
Yes.
But the mining sector is a key when we talk about it.
Yes.
Because we have everything. But we don't even, work ourselves here to make sure that we can produce a lot, make a lot of money so that we become, powerful in Central Africa. We used to be powerful.
Yes.
When we were going to become an independent country.
Yes. I mean, when you live, my friend, when you live in a state that's weak, which means that doesn't control some parts of the country, that means that if the state is weak, the state's actions are not reaching the people where they should reach them, then you create a vacuum of power.
Yes.
And when you create a vacuum of power, then new players, new actors infiltrate, and they create their own dynamics of power, and they take over the control of mining, which is now fueling the conflicts. And because they're making money off it, and then you create a conflict, and they make money, they have enough money to fuel that conflict for as long as they have been doing in Congo for more than 30 years.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bluntly, and bluntly. Everything is under control. Everything is definitely under control in this program. As you can see, today's bluntly. It's very interesting as we're talking about the war in eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. And as you can see, our guest is unequivocally knowledgeable about it. As the saying goes, quote, don't teach your grandmother to suck eggs, unquote. From time immemorial, nobody has eaten an omelette without breaking eggs. That's why we must polish up economic strategies in order to skyrocket. Do you have any ideas about economic development and well-being? Join us in this program. That's our motto, our slogan. Stick around as usual. We'll be back after the break. Find out. I'm back.
Bluntly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Professor 𝗵𝑎𝑐𝑡, this is bluntly. Yeah, the following question is going to, to put a particular emphasis on something specific. The war in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. But to end a war, you have to destroy your enemy militarily or negotiate with him. What's the best formula for you? Between both of them? What are we doing in Congo specifically? Are we doing our best to destroy the enemy, militarily speaking, or we are trying to negotiate with the enemy?
the enemy, for you to destroy it, you have to make sure that you are strong enough militarily to do so.
Yes.
If you are not strong militarily, then you take a step back.
Step back. This is what we are doing in Congo.
Yes.
We have been doing here.
We will take a step back.
Yes.
Use diplomacy. In order for you to take time.
Yes.
While you're taking your time, you have to train your military so you become strong.
Yes.
And diplomacy is not bad, because diplomacy can win you the war.
But it's a weakness.
It's not a weakness. Diplomacy is not a weakness. It's a strategy.
Yes.
It's one of the strategies for you to win the war.
Yeah.
Because you have to create partnerships. Now, you see, Rwanda has been supported by strong powers.
Many foreign countries.
Yes. And now, when our president signs a contract with the United States,
yes,
then you create a partnership with a country that can also support you, that can say, hey, enough is enough.
Yes.
You stop what you're doing in the Congo.
Yeah.
So we can now deal with the economic side of the resources.
Yes.
Because what's happening, we're probably going to talk about it a little later. What's happening now in the Congo is that the superpowers are fighting the wars here in the Congo. Because you have China through the contract the Kabila government signed with China.
Yeah. And the same contract was been renewed.
It has been renewed.
𝐶𝑠𝑒𝑘𝑒D's regime.
Exactly. And then
but nothing has changed.
Nothing is
like at the same place. Nothing is moving forward.
Nothing is moving forward.
We don't have roads.
No, we don't.
Yet.
But China is actually making a lot of money out of our resources.
Yes.
Billions of dollars.
Congo is losing.
Congolese are losing. Now the Europeans and the US is saying, hey, China is our competitor.
Yes.
They're becoming even more, they're becoming stronger.
Yes.
So we need to get China out. That's why we saw Biden go to Angola.
Yes.
But when he came to Angola, who did he call to go to Angola? He called our president.
Yeah.
Why did he call our president? Because he was looking at the strategic minerals.
That's a specific question right now.
Yes.
We have signed too many agreements. You know, we signed the first one, I don't know, not the first one, there are too many. We don't even have time and the possibility of talking about all of that, you know, clearly. We have Doha in Qatar. We have an agreement in Washington, District of Columbia with the president, Trump, and so on and so forth. But apparently it looks like the country is stagnating halfway. We're not moving forward as far as, the peace, is concerned the Democratic Republic of Congo. What should be done to move the country to the lasting peace?
Let me tell you first then what's happening in Doha is not a bad thing, because the conflict has 2 prongs.
M23 in the Doha and with the Rwanda in Washington District of
That's exactly right, because M23 is supposed to be a Congolese group fighting the Congolese government.
Yes.
So we have to find an internal solution to the internal problem. So that's what's happening in Doha.
Yes.
Now, the Rwandese, which is a foreign country, which is our neighbor, and we're not going to remove our neighbor where they are, they're still going to be there. So there we have a contract that we signed with the U.S. government to make sure that this war ends. But the war ends when the U.S. can take over and sign the contract and take over the exploitation of the minerals, the strategic minerals in that
Apparently the USA is distracting us, whether or not.
Well, that's one view, one opinion.
Yes.
Some people say, well, it's still a distraction. Because the U.S. government is actually doing nothing to move us forward. Rwanda is still exploiting our resources because they're occupying the eastern part of our country. As they occupy, they're also exploiting those strategic minerals, as you know. So the Congo is losing one way or the other. But as we get distracted, we as a country shouldn't be distracted. We should be training our military.
Without stopping, you heard one of the M23 leaders saying that what's happening in Washington, District of Columbia, as far as this agreement with the President Trump is concerned, doesn't have anything to do with the root causes of the war in the eastern part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. That's complicated.
Well, that's complicated. I'm not sure what he meant by root causes.
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
Root causes, the root causes are the Rwandese exploiting our resources illegally.
Yes.
The root causes are the M23 being used by Rwanda to exploit our resources illegally,
yes,
to kill our people, to have millions of Congolese internally displaced, to have millions of Congolese externally displaced. They are in all of these countries in the region.
Yeah.
The root causes are to stop all those kind of issues that we have right now. The root causes is not the Congo.
Professor, in the meantime,
Yeah.
Rwanda are laughing at us because in Congo we talk about BMW, like here, like beer, music, women. We here wasting our time, while on the other side, people are doing their best to destroy Congo. That's something that is making us very angry,
Yes.
and you must know it. That's
Yes.
why I would like to ask this specific and pragmatic question. In any country around the globe, look at what's happening in Ouagadougou, in Burkina Faso. They have decided, the president, Ibrahim Traoré, has made a nice decision by negotiating directly with Russia. You must find a good ally. If you have allies, good allies, or even one, then you're going to move forward. Does the Democratic Republic of Congo have a good military ally in the world?
That's a very good question, and it's a very specific question.
Yes.
As you know, the world is no longer unipolar.
Absolutely.
The world is becoming multipolar.
Multipolar.
And you mentioning our brothers in Burkina Faso. They have aligned themselves with Russia.
Russia, yeah.
And Russia is not alone. Russia is with China.
Absolutely.
As you know. So
and India also.
And India as well. All
yes.
the BRICS countries,
the
North
5 Korea countries. And so on and
yes,
so forth.
they are together there.
Yes.
Of course, Russia is keen on destroying the European economic powers.
Yes.
And those economic powers comes from the resources they get from
NATO.
Exactly.
Yes.
The resources they get from Africa.
Absolutely.
Including uranium. From Burkina Faso and for the Democratic Republic of Congo.
We have, uranium more than in Burkina Faso.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That's true. So that's why you see these European countries
yes.
are keen on having the Congo
yes.
within the powers.
I see.
But then they're not playing a good game.
You see.
They're not playing a good game. While Russia and China are helping Burkina Faso, the US and Europe is not helping the Congo.
Now a specific question. I have too many questions, but
I know.
Time is running out.
I know.
I would like to know, between Russia and the United States of America, if you have to choose, what should be like the best ally if Congo should make a nice decision?
You go with your traditional allies.
Ally. The USA?
The USA has been your traditional. Well, you have
anything here. Compared,
believe it or not,
yes.
the US is still the most powerful country in the world. Are you sure? I am.
Russia has become powerful.
Not enough.
And China as well, I'm telling you.
Not enough. Compare the armament of the US to the rest of the world,
yes.
you will see that the US for the next 30, 50 years is still the strongest country in the world.
Yes.
So the US, they will be your best allies right now. And you can keep that tradition for now and work it out. And I think the way to work it out is to really stop the corruption that's destroying us, rather than the resources going to create a strong army. Those resources are being corrupted, are being embezzled, and that's what we need to stop.
The UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, said, quote, M23 has more sophisticated weapons than the Congolese army in the eastern part of Congo. I think you have your tears, you must cry because of that.
Yeah, because the M23 is Rwanda.
Yeah.
Rwanda has access to
supported or backed by,
of course, and Rwanda is supposed and backed by stronger, powerful countries in the world, and they have sophisticated weapons, of course. But The Congo has been under embargo.
Arms purchasing embargo.
Yes.
Still going on.
Still going on.
Okay.
So that's why we don't have all the sophisticated armaments that we
Without
need.
embargo, are you sure that the Congo is capable of buying hypersonic, missiles in the world? Do you have means?